Okay, so as we finished on the last video, we were here. We've captured the data, but now we need to generate the variables that we need, but in combination with the reliability test. So to do that, let's go to SPSS, and we will start doing the reliability test right away. Remember, the reliability test is the test that we will do to check if because we ask 3 times or 4 times about happiness, and we need to test if these 4 questions are reliable. And remember, the reliability is shown by showing that the answers behave quite similar, but not exactly the same, because we want to show that we are not asking the same question 4 times, and we also want to show that their questions are related between each other. So let's do the test. So we go to SPSS in here, and we go to Analyze, and then we go to Reliability Test. Where is the... Scale, and then Reliability Analysis. And what we need to do, we'll have to do it 4 times, because we have kind of these 4 variables that consist of the combination of 4 questions. Because we don't have that for female or male, right? We just ask, are you female or something else? And then they answer. So we need to do it for happiness. So you move this for happiness to items, and you don't have to change anything else, and then you click OK. And then this will appear in your SPSS, this kind of result. So the important thing is this reliability statistic, the Cronbach alpha of the reliability statistic, and it's 0.744. If you remember the quantitative lecture, we wanted to have it in between 0.6 and no more than 0.9. So this is a very good result. Let's copy this. So it's Control-C. You select and Control-C, and then you go to Excel, no, to Word, because that's a report. And I will write in here, I will copy paste, not like that, as an image, like this. Oh, what's that? It's a very strange thing. You can paste the image. It doesn't work. Very strange. Well, if you cannot copy, I think there is something wrong with my Word, because it should copy. But if it doesn't work, you can just report the alpha Cronbach of happiness is 0.744. Thus, it passes the test. You can, again, you don't have to write exactly the same words, but you can say something like that. And you can copy your result. Well, now it looks ugly, but you can put it in there. You find a way of doing it. Now let's do the other ones for the other variables. So we repeat the same. If you go here, it tells you the last things you have done. And then you can do it, but for motivation. Okay? And it's also very good, 737. And then you do the same. Alpha, Cronbach, blah, 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 blah. And it's point. So you do that. And then you do that also for balance. Let's say. Balance is also very good, 0.726. So all very good. If you ask me why are we successful with this, it's because actually when we planned this survey, we spent a lot of time looking for the right questions. We read a lot of papers. We found many papers using different questions, and we selected the 4 questions that were repeated in different studies. So that's why it works so well. So I think it's a good investment if you do that in your case as well. So you repeat that alpha 3 times, and then you are done with this point. Again, as I said, I don't know what's going on with my word, but you can try with this thing, like cutting thing, or something like this. Let's see if it works. Oh, it's a problem with my word. I don't know what's going on. Very strange. I hate word. Anyway, so let's move to the next. In this next, I am asking you to and finally, you can also say that this is one, because you don't need to input anything. And we're missing this point, generate the variables. We are happy with the alpha cromba, so everything is reliable, it all works. Now we need to generate the variables, jumping the most important step. So we know that we can combine them, that the equations are good. So to do that, you need to go to transform, compute variable, and then here, what you are doing here in compute variable is that you will create a new variable. So this new variable, we'll call it like happiness, and that variable consists of happiness1 plus happiness1 plus happiness2 plus happiness3, plus happiness4, all of that divided by 4. I think you can do it with a formula, but do it manually. Then you click OK. And if you go to the window where you have your variables, you see that now you have a new variable. This is the average of happiness. So you do the same for motivation. So let's call it mod, and it will be MO1 plus MO2 plus MO3 plus MO4 plus MO5, all of that divided by 5. So it's the average. Then, okay. And if you go to your window, you have now mod, and we do the same for the balance. So we call it val, and it will be the same, but for BA1 plus BA2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by 5, like this. And now, if you go to the window, you have val. These are the variables that we are going to use from now on. We can forget a little bit about happiness1, happiness2, because this is what matters. This actually measures happiness, this actually measures motivation, this measures balance. So now I can actually go to here and say that I'm done. So I'm done. I reported the alpha Cronbach where I don't have any problems, and then I move to the next. Remember, another learning outcome here. If you had a problem with like something is below 0.6, remember how to solve that from the lecture? You take out one of the questions. So when you calculate the reliability analysis, and imagine you had a problem with balance, you just take out BA5 and then do the test. It works? Okay. If it doesn't work, then you take BA4, and then you do many combinations until it works. That's how you fix. So I think we are done for now. Let's stop here, and next video we will start with the analysis.